Before I start cooking for my family, what I like to really do is after a hard day of work in the office, struggling with all these deals that you have at work, I like to make myself a drink. So let's go do that, guys. Today I'm planning to have some rum. I need my shot glass because I don't see it anywhere. So let me just go get it. I already have some ice. My husband is a participant in this. He loves it too and I love it too. So we're just going to make a drink. And after we are done with that, we'll focus on the food. And trust me, even if you have a few drinks or not, it'll still be really good. I've been cooking for my family for over 20 years. And you know what? They love every time I make whatever I make. Maybe they don't have a choice, no? They gotta eat it. So here's one for my husband, here's one for me. And to get started, all I did was wash my rice and put in a lot of water, as you can see. And my rice is getting to the point where it's about to boil. The way I do it is because I want to get all the starch out, so that is healthier for you and you don't eat the starch but still get the taste of the rice. You boil it all the way for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you're going to drain the water with the strainer I have here. So after it get boiled, we will start again and then we will strain the water and I will tell you how you make simple, easy yogurt rice. Welcome to Easy Kitchen. This is a kitchen where you will learn how to do easy cooking, simply done, deliciously and loved by your family. Today what we are going to be doing is something really simple, which is a very traditional eating at the end of the meal, at the end of the third course meal for a South Indian family, which is called yogurt rice. Really simple to make, really delicious, and trust me, it is really digestive. Okay guys, this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. As you can see how it looks, it's a little bit hard, just a tiny bit hard. So we're going to let it cook for another couple minutes and you know what, then we'll be ready to go. Something I didn't tell you earlier was you take a cup of rice, you wash it, and all you do is you just put water. It doesn't really have to be any measurements. Put it as a pot full because you're going to drain the water, so there is no issue of the water getting overdone. And you know, that's how you get rid of the starch as well. So we're just going to wait for a few minutes. It's really almost getting done. The way to test is you can just like hold one little rice and you'll see it doesn't smush yet. So you're going to wait just a little longer, perhaps just 1 or 2 minutes, while I just enjoy and sip my drink. Okay guys, see, it's been about 12 minutes and if you see the rice, when I mush it with my hand, it goes really easily. That means it's done, and that's the way you really like rice. You don't want to mush it up too much. I'm going to off my stove, and as you can see, the water is boiled. It's been boiling for about 10-12 minutes. I'm going to put my strainer up here so I don't burn myself. Lock it. Now it's locked, and all I'm going to do is go to my sink and drain the water, and you can watch me do that. It's really simple. There's nothing that you need to have, 10, 15, like people will, if you put the starch along, then you have to have a better consistency. All this is really simple. I'm just draining my water. I have to stop for a few minutes because the sink I have needs cold water while I run my hot water. So that is a little bit of a thing, but here you go. Water is still draining. I'll drain it as best as I can, and I think I'm almost done. There you go. The water is drained. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thing covered for 2 minutes, so that if the rice is a little bit of a hot side, it will get softer, but no more than 2 minutes. And I'm going to let it sit, and the rice is done. Wow, it tastes really good. Alright guys, the rice is done. Let me open this up and let me show it to you. And you'll be surprised how nice this basmati rice has turned out with the long grain, and it's all done already. Just to let you know, this rice can be used for any dish you might cook. Today we are making yogurt rice, but you could use this simple recipe for the rice, for the vegetables you cook, any kind of meals you cook as a side or anything. And in a few minutes now, I'm going to tell you how I do the yogurt rice. Here you go. Just so you look at the close-up of the rice. See how clean it is. It's like really long grains, and the rice I use is, is India Gate. It's really nice Indian rice, and it's come out really well. So again, to recap, the baking of rice is really simple. You wash your rice, a cup or two, it doesn't matter. The way I cook it, the consistency doesn't matter, which is a great thing actually. You wash the rice, you take a pot this size or smaller pot, whichever way, whatever you have in the house, fill it up as much as you want, maybe to the rim, and let it boil for 10 to 12 minutes. And once you're done, you have one of these drainers, or these also have these spaghetti drainers. You could use probably those. Lock it and drain it. Keep aside for another 2 minutes so the rice gets softened, and here you go, the rice is ready to cook. It's really simple, and you can enjoy rice with any kind of the food, not just Indian food. On my different videos, you're going to see videos not just Indian cooking. I do Spanish cooking, I do Mexican cooking, and I do American cooking as well. So you'll see different videos, but the rice is the simplest way. I started with something simple, but rice goes a long way. I hope you enjoy the rice. Next, I'm going to be doing how I do the yogurt rice just in a couple minutes. Alright, so now this is a little spatula, like as you can see, it's like a container. I got this from the Indian store, but you can use any small pan which has a little bit of a depth. I'm going to put this on the stove, and here is my oil. It's just vegetable oil. I keep it in a little container, and here is my spoon. I'm going to put 1 spoon and maybe 1.5. That's my spoon. There I have the mustard seed, and this is just a regular teaspoon. I'm going to take 1 teaspoon and put it in there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of salt. So let's say like about 1 spoon of salt. Then I'm going to have red chilies, which is also about a spoon, goes in there. Then I'm going to put really little bit of Esto Sofa. It's hing in Hindi, but it's Esto Sofa, which is really good digestive, which is a 1/4 spoon. As you can see, it's really tiny. It's about a 1/4 spoon. I'm going to put it in there. And that's pretty much it. Oh, you know what? I do have curry leaves. So let me grab that from my fridge. I forgot about that. And if you don't have it, it's okay too. But if you have them, you can add them. This is how it looks like. You can find them in the Indian store. Here are the leaves. You can find them in the Indian stores, as you see. And if you don't have them, don't sweat over it. It's not a big deal. I like to wash them before I do that. And it's just going to sparkle, so I'm going to wait for a little bit so that it doesn't sparkle way too much. And if you can see, it's just like kind of splattering it and kind of just getting almost ready. As soon as I put these leaves, because it has water, it will sparkle. Don't get worried about that. It will be only for a second. And there you go. And I'm going to mix that. And as you see, I'm going to mix that in my rice. I put some rice in there so I can take all the ingredients, my chilies and everything out of that. I set that aside. And all you're going to do is, as you see, I'm just mixing it so the salt and the chilies, everything kind of get mixed up. Now, if you like it really spicy, you can add green chilies with it. Our family doesn't like that, so I'm not going to do that. And as you see, it kind of becomes orange, kind of reddish pinkish color. There it is. As you see, okay. So now I'm going to Just let it cool for a few seconds because yogurt rice is generally eaten cool. So I'll just wait for a few seconds so the fume goes away, and then I'll add yogurt rice. Alright guys, cheers one more time. This makes my food so good. Okay, so this one, as you see it, it's cooled off. As you remember, I put oil, mustard seeds, salt, and chilies, and some what was this? What was those leaves we had? Curry pattas in there. So we had that, and you know, it's kind of just right. It's nice color and everything. Now it's all ready. All I'm going to do is I use this brand, natural Desi Indian yogurt. But you know what, if you guys have other yogurts, which is your favorite, you can use that. And I'm going to just put it in there, and there you go. And this is 3 spoons, 4 spoons, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to stop at that because I'm going to see how it goes. Just so you all know, this rice that I'm making was about 1 cup and a quarter. So, but that's the consistency we are working with, and we're going to mix it to see how it goes, and then we may add some more. So far we've had 8 spoons. It looks pretty good to me. See how nicely it just smooths up and it's all creamy. And just to make sure, because I like my yogurt rice a little bit smoother, so I'm going to just put 1 more, and I think I'll be done after that. There you go. Now see how nice and smoothie it is. Now just you guys get this yogurt rice, if you eat like a little spoon every night, it will be so great for your digestive system, and you will get the calcium and all the stuff that you need, and trust me, it will be really soothing to you. If you think you have leftovers and you want to keep it in the fridge, that's not an issue at all. When you take it out the next morning or next afternoon, take it out like maybe an hour earlier so that it kind of becomes as a room temperature. And all you do is take 1 more spoon of yogurt and add it to it and mix it so it becomes fresher. And you can eat it for a couple days. You won't go bad for at least 4 to 5 days. You can save it, but just add a couple, maybe 1 spoon or 2 spoons, depending on how dry it gets sitting in the fridge, and you can eat that. We Indians like to eat this with the poppers, and I will have the recipe for the next time around, how you make the poppers. And sometimes we get these pickles. These are lemon pickles. You can easily pick it up in the Indian store. And you know, the day that you've had a rough day, you've eaten a lot garbage, fried food, sausages, hot dogs, and you know what? You want to be easy on your night so your stomach feels good. This is a perfect dish. Eat it, tone down your stomach, relax your stomach, and it's a digestive. It just makes you feel good and have a good night's sleep, and of course, keep drinking. Good night, guys.